Why did you invite me here? Where's the person that you want me to meet? You sounded very urgent over the phone. Annie, I don't have time for your games.
Be patient, the person that I want you to meet is on her way. In the meantime, I want us to discuss how you will go about divorcing that woman you call a wife. Barkley, you need to end this marriage with Karalana. She's nothing but trouble.
Annie, I can't just end it. We've been through a lot together.
She's a witch, Barkley. I've seen strange things in our family home since she stepped foot there.
Annie, don't be ridiculous. There's no such thing as witchcraft.
You say that now, but what about the rumors of her infidelity? I've heard things, Barkley. Be careful, Ziggy and Jerissa may not be your biological children.
Those are just rumors. I trust Karalana.
And what about her background? She's from a poor family. That bad luck is rubbing off on us.
Annie, that's not fair. Karalana has nothing to do with our circumstances.
Fine, you're not listening. I found someone for you. Avita, she's perfect.
Avita, who is she?
Just meet her, Barkley. She's educated, cultured, and can relate to our lifestyle. She's everything you've ever dreamed of and more.
I don't know, Annie. I love Karalana.
Give Avita a chance. She understands you better. Here comes Avita. I will leave you two to get to know each other.
What? You don't waste time, do you, sis? Avita, it's nice to meet you.
Likewise, Barkley. Annie has told me so much about you.
A few days later.
Well, I'm going through a tough time with Karalana. I have asked her to leave but she keeps refusing. We now live separately in the same house. If it wasn't for my children, I would have left her long back.
What exactly has she done to you and your family? I want to know so that I can avoid making the same mistakes.
Well, she's done a lot. Annie and Erie have a list of things that she's done wrong.
I see. Foolish man, he's letting his sisters manipulate him. He can't see that they're jealous of his happy marriage. How can he get advice from people whose relationships have failed, from such wicked, manipulative and envious people like his sisters? These two sisters seem intent on creating drama in Barkley's life, aiming to tarnish his image in their father's eyes and divert his attention from the inheritance. If their father passes away without a will, Barkley would normally share the estate equally with his 8 siblings. However, it appears that Annie and Erie are scheming to influence their father into bequeathing everything solely to them. Let me get back to character. Playing Avita is more difficult than I thought. I can't stand being around a man who can't think for himself.
Avita dear.
I am sorry, Barkley. For a moment there, I was mesmerized by your charm and good looks.
I was saying that I regret marrying Karalana. She's a headache.
I understand. Sometimes, cultural differences can be challenging.
You get me, Avita. Karalana and I have language barriers, education gaps, and societal differences.
It must be tough. I'm here for you, Barkley.
Meanwhile, Annie and Irie support Barkley's decision. Unbeknownst to Barkley, Annie manipulates the situation. Annie's plan unfolds as Barkley begins to consider cheating on Karalana.
See, Barkley, Avita is a much better match for you.
I'm glad I met her. Thank you, sis.
Karalana was holding you back. Avita is a breath of fresh air.
Maybe you're right. I need a change.
A few months later.
Barkley, what's happened to us? You've changed.
So have you. Look at you. Karalana, things have changed. Since you refused to get out of my house, I've found someone who understands me. Her name is Avita. I am in love. One of these days, I'll bring her to the house to meet the kids.
But I thought we were in this together. What about our family?
My family, my father's house, is my priority, Karalana. I need someone who fits into our world.
Is it because of this Evita of yours? What does she have that I don't?
Alvita is perfect. She's well educated, runs her own company, owns a house in an affluent suburb, comes from a wealthy family, and she's absolutely stunning.
Sounds too good to be true.
Also, she supports me, understands our lifestyle, and she doesn't challenge me like you do.
Barkley, I don't understand. We used to be so happy together.
Times change, Karalana. I've outgrown this life with you.
Evita, Irie, Inni and Barkley, I forgive you for all the pain you've caused me.
Unbeknownst to Barkley, Inni and Irie watch the turmoil they've orchestrated unfold.
Perfect. Barkley is falling right into our plan.
He doesn't suspect a thing about Evita being an actress.
Barkley, please, let's talk about this. I don't want our family to fall apart.
It's too late, Karalana. I've made my choice.
As Barkley continues to neglect Karalana, spending nights away from home, Inni and Irie revel in their success.
He deserves this. No one challenges us without consequences.
Evita is playing her part perfectly. Barkley will soon realize what he's lost.
Barkley believes that, being his sisters, we consistently prioritize his well-being. However, he fails to grasp that our love for money and ambition outweigh our familial bond with him.
Meanwhile, Barkley's mistreatment of Karalana intensifies. Little does Barkley know, his perfect Evita is just a pawn in Inni and Irie's game.
Woman, I am warning you for the last time, don't ever step into my bedroom again. Stay in the kids' bedroom. Don't say this again, you know that I don't like to repeat myself.
Why are you doing this, Barkley? We were happy.
You're holding me back. Evita is the future I want.
Barkley, it's been months since you started dating Evita. Once again, I am saying that you need to divorce Karalana. It's the only way to be with Evita.
I'm now willing to do it, Inni, but you know I'll lose the family home if I divorce Karalana.
I don't want you to lose the house, Barkley. But we need a plan. I don't want Barkley to lose his house because if he loses it, it means that he will have to return to the family estate, or start focusing more on the family estate and his inheritance rather than focusing on other things.
What do you suggest?
We need to make sure Karalana leaves without taking anything, not even a spoon. And you won't lose the house.
How is that possible? She has a right to half of our belongings.
Leave that to me, Barkley. I have a plan. We'll make her think it's her decision to leave without taking anything. Karalana, I come in peace. I know that we've never gotten along, but it hurts me to see a fellow woman being treated the way my brother treats you. I know about the verbal, emotional and physical abuse, the infidelity, neglect and silent treatment that my brother gives you. Karalana, I've been thinking. Maybe it's best if you find your own place. Like the good mother you are, you can leave everything here for the kids and start afresh. You don't want to carry chairs, or even spoons that will keep reminding you of Barkley. In addition, you should leave the house for the kids lest they end up without a place to stay. Even with your small salary, I am sure you can afford a decent place. Your new home may be a single back room, but at least you will have peace.
What?
It's clear there are too many differences between you and Barkley. You should have a fresh start.
If this is another way for you to try and destroy my marriage, you have failed. Inni, I can see through your fake sympathy, your manipulative tendencies, and your lies and deceit.
You will leave this family by hook or crook. Otherwise my name is not Inni Maranatha Bailey.
Inni, do your worst and please get out of my house this minute.
You're humiliating me again. You've made a huge mistake, Karalana. I have never given anyone a chance to humiliate me twice. I will deal with you ruthlessly, Karalana. Mark my words.
Barkley, we need to talk. Your behavior, the nights away, the hurtful words, I can't take it anymore.
Then leave, the door is wide open.
I'm desperate for your attention, Barkley. I need my husband back.
Maybe I regret marrying you. I don't find you attractive anymore.
How can you say that? We used to be so happy.
feeling neglected, Karalana finds solace in her friendship with Sanka, a charming young soldier from her homeland whom she encountered at an embassy-organized event.
Sanka, thanks for being there. Barkley is distant, and I'm struggling.
I'm here for you, Karalana. You can talk to me anytime. Except when I am on the battlefield, of course. Lana, it's good to see you smile again.
A few weeks later,
You dropping me off at home is appreciated, Sanka. Since Barkley stopped picking me up from work, I now struggle to find transport to take me to and from work.
I want to help, Karalana. You deserve to be happy.
as their platonic relationship deepens, Sanka confesses his feelings.
Karalana, I can't deny it anymore. I have feelings for you.
Sanka, I appreciate your honesty, but I'm married. We can't let this ruin our friendship.
I know, Karalana. It's just hard seeing you like this, and I want to be there for you.
I feel alive when we're together, Sanka, but I made vows to Barkley. We have to end this before it becomes something more.
Karalana, torn between the emotional void in her marriage and the budding connection with Sanka, chooses loyalty.
I understand, Karalana. It's not fair to you or Barkley. We'll end this before it goes too far.
I wish I had met you earlier, before I married Barkley.
Barkley doesn't know what he has. He doesn't deserve you. Nevertheless, I respect your decisions.
Thank you, Sanka. Just because my husband cheats on me, it doesn't mean that I should cheat on him as well. I refuse to stoop down to his level. Also, if we're meant to be, then we will meet again under the right circumstances.
Yes.
Bingo. Barkley, I have something to show you. Look at these photos. Karalana is having an affair with Commander Sanka.
What? How could she betray me like this? I am allowed to have more than one wife, but a woman can't cheat on her husband, not while she's still married to him and living under his roof.
I knew something was off. I had to investigate, Barkley. A man and a woman can't just be friends.
I can't believe this. I trusted her. Explain these photos, Karalana. Are you cheating on me?
Barkley, it's not what it looks like. Sanka was just a friend.
Friends don't look at each other, or lovingly embrace each other like this. You've betrayed me.
Barkley, please believe me. I would never do that to our family.
Blinded by anger, Barkley kicks Karalana out of their home.
Leave, Karalana. I don't want to see you again.
Karalana, shocked and hurt, reports the incident to the police.
Karalana, legally, you have the right to live in your home. We'll talk to Barkley. Don't worry, everything is under control. It's good that you came to report the incident. Most women keep quiet and end up on the streets or losing everything they worked for.
Thank you, police officer.
Meanwhile, Barkley rushes to Annie to report what happened.
Barkley, I told you she was trouble. Now, it's time to play the final card.
What do you mean?
We make her life so miserable that she flees the country, leaving everything behind. We'll exploit her weaknesses.
I don't know, Annie. This feels wrong.
She betrayed you, Barkley. It's time to take control. We'll break her, Barkley. She won't be able to handle the pressure. And then, you'll be free.
Annie starts implementing her plan, worsening Karalana's mental health challenges. As Annie plays her final card, the toll on Karalana is said to become unbearable.
Karalana, you're under arrest for espionage and various crimes in your home country.
What? This is absurd. I haven't done anything.
False accusations escalate, damaging Karalana's life.
Karalana, how could you hide such a dark past from me?
Barkley, I promise it's all lies. I'm innocent.
Despite being cleared of all charges, the damage is done.
I lost my job, Barkley. Everything is falling apart.
Maybe I should have listened to Annie from the beginning.
Under the influence of manipulation, Barkley drifts further from reality.
Karalana, you've brought nothing but trouble. It's time for you to leave.
I can't take this anymore. Why is everything falling apart? Leave me alone, please.
As Karalana's mental health deteriorates, she becomes a victim of constant fear.
Barkley, Karalana is a threat to us. We need to protect ourselves.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Karalana, struggling with severe mental health issues, is hospitalized.
Karalana's palpitations are severe. The stress has taken a toll on her mental health.
She's constantly in fear and depression.
If this persists, I may refer her to a psychiatrist.
What have we become, Innie? Is this the right path?
We're protecting our family, Barkley. She was never right for you.
Both Barkley and Karalana, influenced by manipulation and false accusations, are trapped in a nightmarish reality, their lives crumbling under the weight of malevolent forces.
Karalana, for the sake of our children, you need to leave everything behind.
But Barkley, I have rights too. I can't just abandon everything.
Think about the kids. If you take half, they'll end up homeless. You're a good mother, you can't let that happen.
I don't want them to suffer, but this isn't fair.
It's the only way, Karalana. Trust me, it's for their future.
Taking advantage of her fragile mental state, Barkley, Innie, and Irie execute their plan.
We can't let her have anything, not even her share of the property.
Let's use her medical records against her. Claim she's unfit to be a mother.
Yes.
They present Karalana's psychiatric history to authorities.
We've reviewed your medical records, Karalana. It's in the best interest of the children if they stay with Barkley.
This isn't fair. I'm doing what's best for them.
We can't risk their well-being with your mental health issues, Karalana.
As they strip Karalana of everything, Innie revels in her victory.
We did it. She's out of our lives for good. Barkley made the right choice.
It had to be done. Now, we can move on without her.
Despite the emotional toll on Karalana, Innie is proud of what she sees as a successful destruction of her brother's marriage. Barkley stands at Avita's door, knocking anxiously. A stranger opens the door.
Can I help you?
I'm looking for Avita. Is she home? I know that she lives here. This is her home, right?
Avita? I don't know anyone by that name. Are you sure you have the right place?
Barkley pulls out a photo of him and Avita, smiling together.
This is her. Have you seen her?
Sorry, man. No idea. Maybe she moved out before I moved here. Besides, I've been living abroad for the last 3 years, and during that time, my son would often bring some of his friends around. Perhaps, she is one of his girlfriends.
And the mansion, I mean this house, is it yours or Avita's?
This is my house, son. I think there's some mix-up somewhere. Excuse me, but I was busy with something inside.
Thank you, ma'am.
Barkley's heart sinks as he decides to inquire further. He approaches neighbors on the sidewalk.
Do you know Avita? Here's her photo. She lived here.
Oh, Avita, the actress, right, not sure if that's her real name. Anyway, she used to pay people to be part of scenes with her. It was like a small gig.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, she'd set up these fake scenarios and pay us to act them out. You know, for some project or something.
Wait, so our entire relationship was just an act?
You too. There are several other guys that she's played. I mean duped.
It was all a lie.
Looks like it. She paid us well, though. It was just a job for most of us.
Barkley, devastated, stumbles back from Avita's house, clutching the shattered remnants of his heart. Thank you for watching this episode of Karalana. Watch out for the next episode. If you haven't subscribed, we recommend doing so to get notified about new content. Before we conclude, here are some verses from the King James Version of the Holy Bible for you to ponder on. Ephesians 6:10-12 says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." Ephesians 6:13-14 says, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness." Ephesians 6:15-18 says, "And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. And take the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints." Today's prayer is drawn from Matthew 6, verses 9-13. Let us now bow our heads and sincerely recite the Lord's Prayer together. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. Thank you for watching. Remain blessed.